Good afternoon, ma'am.
A very good afternoon, everyone, and wish you a very happy new year.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Happy New Year.
So, how did your new year go? Did you have fun? इतना silence, इतना बुरा न्यू ईयर क्या? Am I audible to you people?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, then at least you could say good morning in revert if you can hear me better. If not much. हाँ जी, so बताइए what
morning,
were
ma'am.
good morning बेटा.
Good
Now
afternoon.
tell me, good afternoon, good morning. Wait, yeah, it's afternoon finally. So what were we doing in the class previously? Which chapter we were doing? Yashmit?
Ma'am, we were doing the question answers of sixth chapter.
I think that has been those have been discussed, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So that you might be completing in your notebook, and I think you might have completed by now in your notebook. Yes? Is the work completed, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Chaliye. So now we will be starting the seventh chapter of history, right?
Yes, ma'am. The seventh chapter of
That
women
is
cast
women
in
caste and reform, right? That is to be started. And all the three sections, no? Section B, Kanak, seven chapters to be started.
Yes. No, ma'am. Ma'am, question answer we will done in last class.
Of seventh chapter.
No, ma'am. Sixth chapter only.
That too, I think you might have completed by now. No? So let's keep it aside.
Mm.
Section C, Rena. We have to start the next chapter now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And section A, whom do we have? Taran. Do we have to start with the next chapter?
Yes, ma'am. Seven
Fine.
chapter, ma'am.
So, guys, it's a very easy chapter. This is something which you have been reading a lot, right? But now, like, we have read about the reformers, about the people who have done well for the society, right? In tidbits in many chapters, right? But this chapter has been completely devoted for the social reformers. We are going to read about the contribution of these reformers in uplifting the Indian society and bringing the changes required. Okay, so we'll read about some social reformers like Savitribai Phule, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Pandita Ramabai, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, etc., etc. Right? We all are aware that Indian society had many social evils, right? There were many social evils which had existed in the society, and if it had not been for these reformers, if these evils would not have been there in the society, then maybe, right, the development would have been a much slower process. Maybe we would have still been stuck between or amongst those stereotypical thinking and those stereotypical behaviors, right? Which these reformers have tried to change with their heart, soul, or sweat and blood, right? So the first name which when we talk of social reformers, which comes to our mind is of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Can anyone of you tell me what contribution has he done to the society? What has he worked for?
Ma'am, women empowerment.
He has worked tirelessly for women empowerment and Amoli बताइए.
Abolition of sati.
Very
Abolition of
different.
sati.
A very major contribution of Raja Ram Mohan Roy had been the abolition of sati. Absolutely correct. Anything else he has worked for?
Child marriage.
Very
Education.
child marriage. ठीक है.
Girl
Now,
infanticide.
absolutely correct. So these are few of the many things he has worked for. It's about if we talk about abolition of child marriage, and if we talk about no widow remarriage, working on widow remarriage. These are the things which he had worked for. And in the previous chapter, we have also read that Raja Ram Mohan Roy has also supported bringing Indian English education into the Indian education system, just to no, just to bring Western ideas into the minds of people, make them more open-minded. Now, before I start with this chapter, I want to know, have all of you completed the work of the previous chapter? The ones who have completed the work of the previous chapter, please raise your hands so that I can get an idea that you have completed. Please raise your hands if you have completed the work. Oh my God, Arhan, work completed? Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Well done. Very good. शीर्ष का भी वर्क कंप्लीट हो गया. Chapter 6, history I'm talking about. Who's Arav Gupta, Arav Singh, Alark Pratap. I don't know who's Shantanu Mitra. Who's this? Who's with this name? Alark Pratap, Vibhav, Anshiraj, Nirvi, Parmeet, Karthike, Aradhya, Yashraj, Mahajan. Please ensure that you would complete your work by today itself. ठीक है? Clear? Am I clear to you all? Please ensure that you will complete your work today so that in case you have to come to school tomorrow, you'll be able to submit the notebooks. Am I clear? And well done to all of the children, including Arhan, Sheesh, Bhavya, Manas, Anmol, Taran, Alankrita, Priyanshi, Stuti. Well done, each one of you. You all have completed your work. Whenever the school will reopen, you can submit your notebooks for correction. So now let's begin with the chapter. So we'll start with the, I have given you some insight of the chapter. I've given you some preview of the chapter. Now we'll be reading, starting with the reading. इसमें देखो कुछ बहुत ऐसा समझने वाला chapter नहीं है ये. It is just like a story. It's just like some information. It is a very informative, informative piece of writing where you just have to read about the information given about these people, like how they have contributed towards the development of society, which evils they have fought for, how they have fought for, so that we can also take the inspiration to understand and learn from these figures that if we ever see anything wrong happening nearby us, we should know how to take a firm stand against it. Right? So, who will read now? Hands down, everyone. The ones who are interested in reading can raise their hands up now. Fine. Bhavya, read.
The Indian Renaissance
Renaissance. We
in
call it Indian Renaissance. Can any one of you tell me the meaning of Renaissance?
rebirth.
Well done, Bhavya. Renaissance means rebirth. So Indian Renaissance means the rebirth of Indian society. Read, Bhavya.
Came in the latter half of the 19th century against the background of dark period of the first half of this century in Indian history, politically, economically, socially, and culturally. India was lying prostrate before the crafty rules of the company.
Okay, see
Indian
how beautiful
society.
words they have used. India was lying prostrate before the crafty rule of the company. Can any one of you explain this line to me with the meaning of the words prostrate and crafty rule? If yes, please raise your hands. If any one of you can explain me the meaning of this line.
India didn't follow any of the other people's culture and always opposed a singular part of society.
No,
And then
not exactly. No, Bhavya. No. Somebody else? Somebody else would try to give me the meaning of India was lying prostrate to the crafty rule of the society. यशमित मिश्रा बताइए.
It means that due to the craft, due to the divide and rule policy of British and the wise rule of British, India was helpless against them.
Well,
And
then exactly, right? Prostrate means India was lying helpless in front of the crafty का मतलब क्या बहुत ही twisted rule of the Britishers. ठीक है? Continue, Bhavya.
Indian society suffered from bad social customs like sati, caste system, child remarriage, girl infanticide, forced widowhood, and illiteracy, orthodoxy, superstitions, idol worship, meaningless rituals, sacrifices. Priests were exploiting the ignorant masses in the name of religion. The
Right now, जैसे अभी
people
आप लोग देख
felt
रहे हो जैसे
frustrated.
stop for a minute, like you might have like you remember like we discuss about the things happening in the society right now, है ना, कि कैसे लोग religion के नाम पे they just create ruckus, right? मतलब it's everybody's religion is at highest esteem, that everybody's religion is the purest, everybody's religion should be respected, right? But just in the name of religion, we should not try to trouble anyone, whether it is the religion of the same people, whether it's the people of the same religion or of the other religion, right? So at that point of time, इतना दूसरों के लिए तो नहीं था, but इस टाइम पे क्या था, जो हमारे रिलीजन के रूल्स थे वो हमारे ही रिलीजन के लोगों को बहुत अगेंस्ट जाते जा रहे थे. लाइक अगर हम बात करें सती प्रथा की, राइट, या फिर विडो मैरिज को बैन करने की, तो ये जो लोगों ने कर रखा था, जो विडोज के साथ ट्रीटमेंट होता था, ये सब चीजें कहते थे कि ये रिलीजन का पार्ट है, बट इट वॉज नेवर द पार्ट ऑफ द रिलीजन. दीज आर द थिंग्स व्हिच आर क्रिएटेड बाय द पीपल, राइट? सो रिलीजन के नाम पे लोग बहुत ही मतलब कुछ भी चलाया था, बिकॉज बैक देन पीपल वर नॉट एजुकेटेड. जो जो जिसने कह दिया वो सुन लिया, कर लिया. एंड दैट इज द डिफरेंस एजुकेशन ब्रिंग्स, राइट? व्हेन द पीपल स्टार्ट गेटिंग एजुकेशन, दे स्टार्ट रेजिंग क्वेश्चंस कि भाई व्हाई आर यू डूइंग दिस, वेयर इज इट रिटन, हु हैज टोल्ड दिस, विच गॉड सेज दिस, है ना? तभी तो चीजें चेंज हुई. पढ़िए.
Ignorant, ignorant masses in the name of religion, the people felt frustrated and uprooted from their own religion, caste, and traditions. They lost a sense of pride in their glorious heritages and looked to the West for inspiration. India was on verge of socio-cultural conquest by East people during the first half of the 19th century. The Western culture, civilization, education, and Christian religion was fast spreading in India. Sensitive Indian minds reacted towards these development.
सच
The
में ये भी लग
introduction
रहा
of
था कि जो बाकी रिलीजन्स डेवलप हो रहे हैं कहीं उससे तो हमारी रिलीजन को खतरा नहीं है, लाइक वी हैव रेड नो, वो वाला जो चैप्टर था आपका, चैप्टर 5, इंडियाज फर्स्ट वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस, राइट, उसमें हमने देखा कि कैसे जब हम रिलीजियस कॉज के बारे में पढ़ा था तो हाउ पीपल वर समहाउ स्कैर्ड, राइट, दैट अगर दूसरे रिलीजन इतना डेवलप होते जा रहे हैं, इतने मॉडर्नाइज दिखाए जा रहे हैं, तो कहीं ये चीजें हमारे रिलीजन को खतरा तो नहीं देंगी, राइट, विल दे वो व्हाट इफ दे विल pollute our religion and this and that. Read ahead, Bhavya.
the introduction of English education in India in 1833 proved to be blessing in disguise for Indians.
Right?
English
Can anyone
education
tell me the meaning of blessing in disguise? What do you mean by the phrase blessing in disguise?
it mean that the blessing that did not that was invisible like
Exactly.
that
Matlab, we did not know that the English education would be a blessing for us because somehow we get to know that the Britishers were providing us education for their to serve their own purpose, right? But it serves as a blessing in disguise for us because when we get the education, we start to raise questions about the things happening in a society.
English educated Indians absorbed the spirit of English literature. They developed independent and rational thinking. They gave up their blind faith on old customs and traditions. They also became critical on evils prevailing in the society, religion, and culture. They decided a better society order based upon the rational thinking. Thus, a new awakening began to dawn upon Indians in the second half of 19th century. This new awakening is often called the India's Renaissance. It
रेनेसां ठीक
expressed
है, तो अब क्या हुआ, जो लोगों के पास एजुकेशन आया तो आपको तो पता है, जब आपने क्लास में पढ़ना शुरू किया, जैसे आप लोग जब पढ़ते हो क्लास में तो आपकी क्वेरीज आती हैं, आपके क्वेश्चंस आते हैं कि मैम ऐसा क्यों किया, वैसा क्यों किया, अगर ऐसा है तो वैसा क्यों नहीं है। तो ऐसे जब इन लोगों के पास एजुकेशन आई तो दे स्टार्टेड क्वेश्चनिंग द कस्टम्स ऑफ देयर ओन रिलीजन, कि अगर लड़के स्कूल जा सकते हैं लड़कियां क्यों नहीं जा सकती हैं, राइट। When if the husband is dying, then why the wife has to die as well, right? If the husband has died, then why cannot the wife start her new life? So ये सब क्वेश्चंस तभी तो आए दिमाग में जब उन्होंने एजुकेशन ली, जब उन्होंने पढ़ना शुरू किया, जब उन्हें चीज़ों के बारे में पता चला। एंड दे बिकम वेरी क्रिटिकल ऑफ द कस्टम्स, कि जो भी कस्टम्स, जैसे आज भी हम कहते हैं, आप में से बहुत से बच्चे भी ऐसे पूछ रहे हैं, हम पूजा भी करते हैं तो हम पूछ रहे हैं बड़ा सी कि अच्छा इसका ये हम क्यों करते हैं, इसका क्या रीजन होता है, उसका क्या रीजन होता है। तो नाउ वी लुक फॉर रीजंस व्हेन वी गेट एजुकेशन, राइट। So when they start looking for reasons, they get to know that there were many things which were baseless, जिनका कोई reason ही नहीं था, and still were happening in the society. Yes, Bhavya.
It expressed itself in all spheres of life, most particularly in social, religious, and cultural reform mm, movements. The most important work in this field was done by Brahmo Samaj, the Arya Samaj, Prarthana
प्रार्थना
Samaj,
समाज।
Ramakrishna Mission, Theosophical Society, Singh Sabha, Aligarh Movement, and other through their leaders and followers. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, 1772 to 1833. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was the first great socio-religious reformer of 19th century. He is known as the father of Indian Renaissance
Renaissance.
because of Renaissance because of his ideas and pioneering work in the fields of socio-religious reforms.
Like
Raja
who is
Ram
known, class, who is known as the father of Indian Renaissance?
Raja
Raja Mohan Roy.
Ram.
Raja Ram Mohan Roy.
Raja Ram.
Very good. Somebody else would like to read now? If yes, you can raise your hand. Perfect.
Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Kashif Chand Sen were the prominent leaders of the Brahmo Samaj, which was formed in 1830. The Samaj prohibited all forms of idolatry and sacrifice,
All forms of
believed in
adultery and
Upanishads,
sacrifices and belief, उनके जो भी ऐसे beliefs उन्हें गलत
believed in believed in Upanishads and forbade its members from criticizing other religious practices. It
अब उन्होंने
critically
देखो,
drew up
अब इस ब्रह्म समाज ने क्या करा, उसने कहा कि भाई हम तो वही वही कस्टम्स को मानेंगे, उन्हीं चीजों को मानेंगे जो कि एक्चुअली हमारे उपनिषद में लिखे हैं, ना कि जो किसी ने भी कह दी है। जैसे आजकल भी होता है ना, कोई भी बाबा कुछ भी कह देता है, लोग उसे आंख बंद करके मान लेते हैं। बट दूसरी बोल लाइक नहीं, हम ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं करेंगे, वी विल बिलीव ओनली व्हाट दैट इज रिटन इन द उपनिषद एंड ओनली दैट वुड बी फॉलोड इन आवर religion. And then they also encouraged people, or you can say they also requested people to to not hate any particular religion, or to not say anything wrong against any other religion. You know? So these things are being taught not from today, but from ages. But I feel that people still lack the basic learning. They still lack the sensitivity about when they talk about others' religion. You know? So if you want a religion to be respected, then you need to understand that no God tells to disrespect the other religion. Yes.
It critically drew upon the idols of religions, especially in Hinduism and Christianity, looking at their negative and positive dimensions. Rajaram Mohan Roy's greatest achievement in the field of social reforms were abolition of the evil of sati in 1829 with help of Lord William Bentinck, who made it a crime punishable by law. Rajaram had seen how his was brother's widow was forced to commit sati. He began a campaign against this evil practice, which was due to the low status of Hindu women in the society. So he advocated the cause of women education. He wanted women to be given the rights to inherit property. He desired that women should occupy a respectable position in the society. He was opposed to polygamy, child marriage, and girl infanticide. He favored widow remarriage and intercaste marriages. Raja
Very
Ram
good.
Mohan
Now,
Roy
why
is the
Rajaram Mohan
form.
Roy has no why Rajaram Mohan Roy has worked tirelessly towards Sati and all, because he has seen all these things happening on his own, right, to his own people. So when he saw all this happening to his own people, he said that this is so wrong. He felt so bad about it. That is when he started working for it, right? Read ahead.
Rajaram Mohan Roy laid the foundation of English schools, the Hindu College and Vedanta College. He died in England in 1833, where he had gone as an envoy of Mughal Emperor Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar was great Sanskrit scholar.
Talk for now. So, children, now you see that he has read about all the details about Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Now, before we would read about Ishwarchand Vidyasagar, I want you all to jot down at least 8 to 10 points, right? Or just not write them down, just to go through it. एक बार just read it all out and then write at least, or just mark at least 10 points or 10 contribution of Raja Ram Mohan Roy towards society, right? Which we would be discussing tomorrow either in the virtual class or in the physical class, depending upon the government's order, right? So, Abhi, I'll ask you as well. Now, please take 10 minutes and start marking it. Then we'll discuss further. Once they've cleared Raja Ram Mohan Roy, after that, only we'll shift to Ishwar Chandra Vidyasar. Hurry up.
I'm done.
Ma'am, done. Ma'am, done.